What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from AConnectionTV.com and A-Connection TV here on YouTube, the two places on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And I'm here to talk to you guys about Big Brother 21. The season finally gets good. CBS finally holds people accountable in their way, and I'm here for all of it. Like I do, I'm gonna go through my notes, but before that, I need you guys to do me a solid. Go to AConnectionTV.com and find out what it's all about. It's my version of what Netflix could be or should be in terms of diversity and offering relative original scripted content. There's web shows, short films, cartoons, and so much more. And we're bringing more shows to the network, but we need you guys' support to allow us to be able to do that. So if you would love to see what we've been working on for the last year, go to AConnectionTV.com and subscribe right now for the month of August. You get 33% off by being a YouTube subscriber. So when you go to the website and you submit your subscription, just put in the promo code subscriber to receive 33% off for the first 2 months. I want to talk about this because this is so dope. This was a great episode. You know, not so great that Tommy ends up winning HOH, but great nonetheless because everything ended up being the way that Jessica wanted it to be. I have yet to recall when an HOH has been completely perfect, and what I mean by that is Jessica wins HOH, Jessica wins veto to keep her noms the same, and the person that Jessica wanted to go home went home. Flawless HOH. Wow. And the fact that it's given to Jessica, wow. Wow. It's just so dope. I love it. It's so dope. And Jessica, she looks all good like she's, you know, the ish. But I'm like, sis, don't get cocky, boo-boo. Don't get cocky. Do not get cocky, because the only one on your side that's won HOH is Cliff. Don't get cocky, boo, because Nicole is not winning anything and Kat hasn't won anything. So don't get cocky, boo-boo. And you never know who on the 5 shooters are going to win HOH to come back. Well, no, you don't know that because Mickey could definitely go against Tommy and Christy. I see that all day long. And so what I really see, before I get ahead of myself, episode 20 just keeps everything the same. Mickey and Jack's punishments were hilarious. I don't think I would be able to endure dealing with that stuff. I just wouldn't. I just, Mickey gets slimed during his pounding. Mickey having to do the punishments. What is that? I don't know what that means. During his pounding, I don't know what I was saying. I don't know what I meant by that. Mickey having to do the punishments while sleeping, while taking a shower. It was just insane to me. Like I couldn't get slimed all those times for 24 hours. I just couldn't do it. Jack meets Al the alien, and I freaking lost my mind when homeboy came, dumped out all the macaroni and told Jack to count it. There's no way. Who's counting what? What happened? Who's doing this? Who's doing this? I'm not doing this. Like, what are you saying? Like, I'm not doing that. Who's doing that? I'm not. Who's, like, no. Like, I just don't see me. I don't know. See, that's why I could never get punished on Big Brother. I would never get punished on Big Brother because I'm not doing all this stupid stuff. I'm not eating slop. I'm not doing it. No. And then when the alien poured like this, like, I don't know if it was like a vegetable salad type soup thing on Jack's head, and then had a gallon of milk and poured it on him. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And Jack was a tremendous player in this whole situation because he's like all, you know, bathing in it and just feeling it, and I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Just no way. There's no way. There's no way. I just wouldn't have done it. The 6 people come together to talk, and Mickey is not here for any of it. He says, when you watch it back, you will see I was for the 6. Mickey is done with Christy, says, I'm gonna pray for you. Mickey says he's not campaigning against Jack, but Jack campaigns against Mickey. Cliff says, I'm not saying yes or no. Let me think about it. Okay. Everybody's kissing Jessica's butt. Jessica finds out that Nick is playing both sides and contemplates putting Nick up instead of Mickey. Okay. Mickey not wanting to campaign against Jack shows loyalty. It says a lot about who he potentially is as a person. Him being able to stay true to his word in the form of what he considered to be real authentic bonding. So I'm on the side of Mickey with regard to that, him not wanting to campaign against Jack. Jack immediately wanting to campaign against Mickey just shows that he wasn't 100% on Team Mickey. I mean, that's what it shows. It shows that he didn't see Mickey the way that Mickey saw him. Clearly, when Jack decided to go and run tell that, we already understood that, but it was clear as day. I never saw Jack as that type of person that would be ride or die for anybody, really. I just haven't. He seems so for self. He really does. And he seems very young and very, I don't know. But we're going to talk about that interview in a second because I was so proud of CBS. Jack talking to Cliff. You know, unbeknownst to him, Cliff really wanted them. We know Cliff wanted them out. He tried to get them out. They survived. Jess comes and tries to get them out, and Jack is literally on the chopping block because nothing can save him. And when he's trying to campaign against Cliff, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, Cliff. You're not gonna make it. You can't make a deal, Cliff. You can't. Are you serious about to make a deal, Cliff? Cut it out. No, don't do that. What are you doing? But he doesn't. He says, I'm gonna think about it. And when he said, I'm gonna think about it, because we all know that Cliff holds true to his word, I knew that he wasn't gonna go Jack's way. I was here for all of it. Jack says something about every house guest that was smart. Mickey sounds real and authentic. I almost felt bad. So on their eviction speeches, Jack took the opportunity to say something about everyone in the house. And I thought that was like an attempt to win people over. But when he got to Jess and said, I like the way you eat your cereal and the way you drink your milk, I'm like, bruh, you know nothing about her. You know nothing about Nicole. You know nothing about these people. Like, not the people that had a hand in putting you up. You know nothing about these people, so stop. Then Jack gets up, he talks about, Mickey gets up, he talks about his family, he talks about Holly, he shouts out Holly's parents and all this stuff, and I'm just like, wow, okay, interesting. Cody, this is a Cody, like he really reminds me of Cody, and I almost felt bad for Mickey. Almost. And then we get to the votes. Now, this was very interesting. Nicole votes against Jack. Cliff votes against Jack. Nick votes against Jack, which was interesting. Tommy votes against Jack. And I was like, what is going on here? The only people that voted for Jack to stay was Christy and Sis. Kat votes against Jack. Jack ends up going home, and like usual, everyone's hugging. Everyone's loving each other. Oh, I love you. Hugs, smooches, and kisses, all this stuff. And then I was waiting to see what was going to happen when Jack got close to Mickey. I just wanted to see if they were going to hug it out. Because before we sat down during the eviction, they did their little arm thing. And then during the speeches, they were like, you know, Mickey was like, even if I'm stabbed in the back or burned, doesn't matter. I still think this guy's a great guy, or whatever the case may be. I'm like, okay. But you know Mickey is pissed. And you know that Mickey's the type of person that when you're unloyal to him, he's completely written you off. Because he felt so good when Jack was leaving. And when he's looking Jack in the eyes, and they do their little arm thing, and he tells him to keep his freaking mouth shut from here on out, I'm like, ouch. Ouch. Mickey felt so good in that. He felt so good in that. And that was very interesting to see. It was very interesting to watch. Julie talking to Jack outside about Kemi, I thought was very important, and I'm so glad that CBS did that. I'm so glad that CBS did that. I was hoping that they wouldn't just paint him as some great, amazing guy, and that they would find a way to address everything, and they did. I haven't watched the full interview yet. I'm sure I'm going to see it eventually. But when Julie asked him about Kemi, I was like, wow. I was like, wow, are we going to talk about the situation with Jesus, what was his name? Oh, Jesus. Alexander, are we going to talk about Alex? Like, are we going to talk about what he said about Alex? Like, I don't know. I felt like, wow, that they're really doing this. Come on with it, Julie. So you could tell that Jack was caught off guard, but you can also tell that he had, I don't know, I think he could have been probably briefed. It could have been a situation where he was like, listen, okay, if you're evicted, Julie's gonna ask you these questions, so I need you to prepare yourself because you'll be on live television regarding answering these questions. So he could have been briefed, but he held his composure and he was very put together. He didn't know exactly what was gonna be shown, but he handled it. He really did. But I'm glad that they addressed it. They addressed the rice pudding situation with Bella. They addressed the Kemi situation. And you know, I thought both instances were very, very important. His reasoning for being mad at Kemi was bullcrap. It didn't make any sense. And so I wasn't here for none of it. I don't care what he says, you know, how she's a good person in or out or whatever. All hogwash. I wasn't here for it at all. When he said, if you get the opportunity to do Big Brother, don't do it, I was like, okay, but I would win and you lost clearly. Like, you know, I would be better than you. Tommy a River, Cliff did well, Christy beat him, and Tommy wins and starts crying. So I thought that I would be pro Tommy in the beginning, but I just, watching him talk poorly about people in these behind the scene videos, along with Jack, along with Christy, along with all the 6-shooter, I don't see the good in him. I don't see any good in him whatsoever. And so I'm not team Tommy, I'm not team Christy, I'm not team 5 shooters. I'm just not. I'm not team Holly, I'm not team Mickey, I'm team floaters. That's what I am. And I have a feeling that Tommy is going to go after team floaters. But then again, he might go after Mickey after what Mickey said to Christy and after how Christy does not care for Mickey. So I think Tommy might go against Mickey again. That's what I'm thinking. But we shall see how it all unfolds. This is getting really good. It's getting really, really good, and I'm appreciative of good quality entertainment. One that I can actually feel proud to watch and say, oh my God, the hero won. Oh my God, the girl or the person that's loyal and not lying and conniving and not sneaky actually won a full week of Big Brother. Leave comments below. Let me know, who do you think Tommy is going to put up for elimination? Let me know, leave your comments below. And if you can be so bold and brave, like Jessica was this last week, go to AConnectionTV.com and subscribe. Thank you so much for the people that have already subscribed. Love you. God bless.